Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. I have a very silly goose in my pocket. She is not in heat, but she is just making these noises because I woke her up. And so she's in my pocket. She's very tired. I just woke her up. And she was just so absolutely cute. When I picked her up, she felt herself being lifted off the ground, and so she grabbed hold of my thumb with her back feet. Not her front feet, just her back feet. And then she wouldn't let go. She was just scared because she was in the air, and it was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. So I had to put her down on my shirt and then have her just let go on her own. And it was just awesome. But she's a little cutie. Absolutely, and just a beautiful little rodent. She is just an absolute cutie. My apologies. Using rosemary has worked perfectly. She has no fleas. There's no fleas anywhere in her cage. It was a wonderful idea. Oh, she's gonna go climb up my arm. So here, little one. I'm gonna put you back into your cage now. So, good night. Into your nest. There we go. I am sorry. Now she's going to run around in her cage in irritation and in fright for a little while, and that's okay. As I adjust my shirts. I am, of course, freezing. As always, life is life. So you got to do what you got to do, and I end up wearing a whole lot, even a jacket, even with a space heater to keep it warm so that the hamsters don't freeze. I'm always freezing, and I always will be.
Daddy, it's the man with the white coat head.
Avert your eyes from his gaze, Junior, and we may yet be safe.
But Daddy, it's you.
Life is life. Thumbs up. And of course, I've been watching a whole bunch of videos. I decided to binge watch these ones instead of just every once in a while. But it's I don't know enough about the fellow who's the face of the channel. I don't know if it's just his channel or if it's a group or what. But he presents a case of what happens with somebody and then how swiftly it goes downhill, and then presents to you whether or not they survived, or if they did survive, how their lives were impacted by something so seemingly minor, just incredibly minor, but just if it hadn't been for a few small steps taken here and there, would have ended up with them dead, just horrifically. It's frightening how easily you can damage your body. I mean, the one that was really scary, this poor kid who had took 25 laxative-laced brownies because he and his friends had some stupid bet about we're going to take some laxatives and whoever can hold it in the longest is the winner, and whoever loses has to wear a tutu the next day. And so they were all taking, everyone took like 5 brownies, and each one was a full dosage, the full amount you're supposed to take, and you're not supposed to take any more. I gotta bend my leg there. I don't want to get deep vein thrombosis. And the kid ended up, he took his many and started taunting his other friends by eating more and eating more and eating more. And that almost killed his kidneys entirely. The chain reaction of what happens with laxatives and how they work, and how that particular type that he took, and how it pulls water away into your gut, and that leaves your kidneys dehydrated, and that almost destroyed him. And then the story of this one fellow who there was a, I don't know the names of the people in the Grateful Dead, but there was like, his nickname was Pigpen, but to escape the horrors of his early life, he started drinking like a 5th of rum every single day at a bare minimum at age 13. And when he was taken into the hospital, when he was vomiting blood, oh, the horrors. I am terrified of what I've done to my body with alcohol. I am so lucky. Especially with the amount of ammonia that was in my blood. Oh, I know my liver is not in good shape. I mean, it's not falling apart and getting worse. It's just using alcohol as chronically as I did. It leaves scarring, and it leaves it unable to work well, and huge pockets. And yeah, I've got a fatty, fibrous liver because of that. I know this because of MRIs and stuff. And so, but what I've got, what is there, is working great. It's chugging along, it's healthy, it's happy. The stuff that works is happy working and will continue to work happily at that level and be great. Your liver can regenerate almost any damage except for alcohol damage. The one thing it cannot recover from. But you can live a full, happy life. You gotta be careful with your diet, but even with a chunk of liver only the size of a quarter, the human body, and I've had no issues with my diet, so I eat what I eat, and when I do have pain, it's not in the region of my liver. Especially, I forgot to talk about this one. I had taken a walk up to Walmart, and my gut and abdomen, everything hurts when I walk. But walking is okay, there's momentum, and so I can do it for a long time, 3-4 hours, before I have to stop and sit down. If I stand in place, that's 20 minutes before I have to sit down for hours. But I was at Walmart, and everything was hurting enough that one of the things I have to do, my sincere apologies, is brace my hands on something and then just stretch myself out so that I'm bent forward at the waist and stretching outward as best you can, you know, to go meow. And while I was doing that, my abdominal muscles cramped. And oh, when you get a foot cramp, that hurts. Or you get a Charlie horse when your calf cramps. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Yeah, I had that right across my abdomen. My abdominal muscles right there were just cramped. And it was tight. It was like there was a hacky sack sized rock inside of my abdomen. It was hard to stand up so that I could try and massage those muscles into letting go. And the center of that rock hard mass of cramped muscles in my abdomen is right where it hurts in my right upper abdominal quadrant. So it looks like my late wife, who said it's probably nerve damage from your nursing aid days, you probably pinched a nerve while you were doing something. Looks like she was 99.9% correct on that. Because the pain that I feel up there, that's right where it was. I wonder how much MRIs cost. Well, not an MRI, it was a CT scan of my abdomen last time. But it's important to know that your insides are working well. So I'm glad I got it done. I didn't waste money. You know, because when I first found out that I had 3 precancerous polyps in my colon, like in 2004, 2005, way back when, that was accidental. My getting a colonoscopy was for something else entirely. that we were checking on to make sure things were working well, like up in my stomach, because I was having like gastric reflux pain. I can't even remember what we ended up with me getting a colonoscopy. And thank goodness, because of the 3 precancerous polyps. If I hadn't had that colonoscopy, I wouldn't be here now. Conceivably, I mean, surgery and radiation and chemotherapy, I might have survived the colorectal cancer, but that's not a good one. So yeah, I'm glad I got it. Gosh, golly gee whiz, I'm so mad at the fact that I have to keep clearing my throat, and I'm irate at myself. My sincere apologies. If you notice my eyes, that is the reason why. And in fact, I am more affected today by the cannabis that I have partaken of than I usually am. So if I've been more drifty or more spacey, it is because of that. In fact, I didn't even take as many oil concentrate dabs where you heat up your thing and then put the oil in it and then you inhale the vapors after it goes through the water so to cool it down some. I didn't even take as many of those as I had been planning on, because I was going like, I am really feeling this. I can barely open my eyes. I mean, there's a silly technical term for that one. It's like when you're nodding off and you're falling asleep and all that, you've got a forehead anchor. You know, so there's this term like that for your eyelids, and my eyes do that. Occasionally when I'm out walking and I partake of a pre-roll so that I can keep walking, because I have to do that because everything hurts so much. But there are times that I will be walking along after having done that, and it's my eyes just want to do this, and I have to pry them open as I'm walking on the sidewalk at night, and my eyes are just going, oh, let's just do this. Not tired, not sleepy, not in the slightest. In fact, I could walk all the way there and back with my eyes shut if I didn't have to worry about walking into things or traffic or rocks or... So, thumbs up for that. Silliness is silliness, no matter what. Little Gojira is pretty crazy down here. She's actually wide awake. I just startled her. There, Gojira. Hello. And then when she saw that it was me, she came right over. Here we go, little Gojira. / Mellow. That's her ironic name because she just busts stuff up. But she's a cutie. She's very inquisitive, very curious, very tame. And, well, tame is not the right word because she's not tame. You know, she's still a wild critter. She's just not bothered by things like this. And that's really cool. And she's very curious. She dashes over to see when she sees me just reach down into her cage. So I'm going to put you back, little one. And thank you very, very much. I try to keep them so that their feet are on my hands no matter what, so that they don't feel like they're dangling above the void, because it's scary that way. When you're a burrowing creature, when you're on the ground, it is scary when no ground. So I try to keep their feet on touching my hands or arms as often as possible. That's why you'll see me quickly, whether little feet are in the air for as little as possible so that they're being set down. And it's a good thing to try and do that. I mean, why stress them out? Thumbs up for that. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Yeah, I got eyelid anchor, I guess would be this one still. Yay. But I slept last night, and I'm very glad about that. I went to bed a little bit after midnight, not much. And then it was close to 7 o'clock before pain really got me awake. So I did well, and I'm very, very glad about that. Definitely a thumbs up. Now I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments, my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It is a range because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, I'm with my depression, fibromyalgia, brain damage from my alcoholism. I'm lucky I remember my name is Rutherford P. Farquhar, so I do my best. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce a username, but no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and I'm pretty stoned right now. So if I mispronounce a username, again, no disrespect, but as an American English speaker, there's not much I can do. And I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking people for having left a comment. So good comment, bad comment, and different comment. Thank you for having left a comment. I'm going to read as many as I can. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as I can as well. But for right now, thank you all just for having left one. So let me pull up my Chrome. There it is. We have Murder Me Slowly. Thank you very much, but I don't want to kill anybody. And RPS Score, thank you very, very much. Grim Guns, thumbs up and thank you. Quantum Snipe, ZZZ, thank you very, very much. Michael Beasley. What a thoroughly unpleasant person. And Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you. Samuel Steiner, greatly appreciated. And Gluttony, thumbs up, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kisscat, I certainly hope that that surgery goes well. And then Thomas S, greatly appreciated. Shellbow Nerd, I would assume with you a 3 instead of an E. And then, ooh, like Pico Do, except with a whole bunch of non-English type characters, so hopefully I got close. Mighty Mouse, thumbs up and thank you. Daniel Resendez, I sure hope I'm close, probably not, but I hope. And Aaron Berry, greatly appreciated. Straxion, greatly appreciated. Good to see you in the comments again. And then we have Zexiphy, I sure hope I'm close. And Michael Gomez, greatly appreciated. This one's Cyrillic, so I'm really sorry, but there's a Cyrillic name. Thank you very, very much. I'm sorry. Khalid Papa, greatly appreciated. Hunter Peters, greatly appreciated. And then we have Victor Laura, thumbs up and thank you. Running out of names. Conspo Lopez, thumbs up and thank you very much. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Zetzley. I sure hope I got it correctly. Thumbs up to each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Again, doesn't matter if you were the best person in the world or whether you were like that one person who extremely unpleasant. Doesn't matter. Thank you for having left a comment. You took the time out of your day to leave a comment. Thumbs up and thank you. Ugh. You can check out my various links. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, a blog that really I'm going to write on one day. And when I do, big fanfare. I'll talk about it here. I'll tweet about it and thumbs up. And if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or... Good Lord. Or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes, and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you would not want to. I mean, I'm just a stoned older guy. So thank you very, very much for each of one of you that do. And if you do, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time, which philosophically, time ends for me when I die. So hopefully it's longer than next Tuesday. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Well, good golly, Miss Molly. I am going to hopefully do like a reaction today. And then hopefully I'm also going to have a game video. And then I've got all sorts of ideas for other things, so who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Was that a lag spike or was that just my brain? I do have some weird visual artifacting going on that for the past couple of years and not enough time to talk about it, so hopefully I'll remember next time, but it's really weird. So thumbs up on that. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. I have no idea how long I've been recording.